Our normal, natural human eyes have a very limited visibility capability. Our perspective does not really show us the true shape or form. It only gives us an essence of orientation within a 3D world. So to increase our range of visibility, we can buy certain items like binoculars, and they will magnify and increase the range of what our eyes see. Public telescopes will also increase the range further than our eyes or binoculars can see, and a Nikon P900 or P1000 will also show us digitally why there is no such thing as a curve to the Earth's surface, or any such thing as an elevation drop. One can use Pythagorean the curve calculation in order to try and establish or determine one mathematically, and you will be very disappointed or very much elevated by one's results. Military high-end grade teleobjectives, telephoto lenses, now these can actually see a lot further than any general public piece of technology like the binoculars, telescopes or digicams. They have absolutely no perspective interference, and they were used by the US Army 1963 Signal Corps, and they were made to see things over 30 miles away, and that should be remotely impossible on a ball, shouldn't it? How advanced do you think that they are today? Especially when you remember how powerful the digital zoom power of the Nikon P900 ranges that are sold to the populace are, and how they actually shatter any such belief in a supposed curve to see. You won't be seeing one, folks. If you can see any tall objects beyond the light, or beyond the height and distance possible using this fallacious globe Earth calculation, this is a very big clue that the Earth cannot be spherical. Objects of a certain height should be physically impossible to see after a certain distance away, regardless of the equipment. The Earth itself would create physical horizon, hence why you will not find or see any elevation drop to the surface of Earth or its waters. They're flat. Many ships disappear over the horizon, correct, and only after a couple of miles due to the visual effect called the horizon perspective. What our eyes can see, there's a limit. However, pick up your binoculars or your telescope or the digital camera, and you will be able to bring it right back into focus, and you will be able to see it again if there's no pollution, weather conditions, etc. Now this is a major problem for the Helio religion, because there is nothing for the ship to disappear over, just into. Just like nothing does not create everything, folks. So at what point on the land, sea or air does this place that we're living on suddenly turn into a spherical 3D globed rock? At what point, land, sea or air? You will not find any such curve or elevation drop. There is not one to find, and certainly not to mention all of the world's waters suddenly being able to curve and stick to this spinning globed rock from the outside of it as it hurtles through infinite space. The laws of nature do not apply to this religion. They make up their own laws, their own false sciences. Yet the real laws of nature only apply to a geocentric intelligent design system in which the term science is observable, testable, repeatable, and sometimes improved upon, where the word level means level and not suddenly somehow curved. We would have very slanty homes and businesses and railways and airports. If you have any problem wanting to see why the Earth can be no such thing as a ball, a pear, an oblated spheroid, this is a very good way. Just buy the equipment and go and test it for yourself. Go and test the line. You will not be disappointed, because one man had actually proven this to many others, and most importantly to himself. One of our brothers from the community had proved the Chicago skyline was not a mirage and can be seen from at least 60 miles away behind the apparent horizon. Mr. Rob Skiba, of course. Now, learning of this man's passing has filled me with such sadness and disappointment, friends, because he had so much left to teach to anybody that would take the time to listen. Maybe he didn't know who I was, but one must use what he left and honour his memory, and this upload will be dedicated to him. And I want to thank you for all your hard work and for the people that you woke up, Rob. May they all walk with the Spirit of the Holy Ghost. Raise up those who want to arise, and awaken those who want to sleep, because you're the understanding that's unsheathed. So if strength is like this, it becomes stronger. Value the knowledge of the Father like you would value the light. The ignorant will always act like they're asleep, yet those who come to the knowledge act like they've been awakened. Blessed is the one who's opened the eyes of those who can't yet see. The truth is like ignorance when it's hidden. It rests within itself. But if and when it's revealed and recognized, it's glorified inasmuch, and it's stronger than ignorance and error could ever be. It gives freedom. The word says, if you'll know the truth will make you free. Ignorance is servanthood. It's the path of slavery. Knowledge is freedom. If we know the truth, we will find the fruits of truth within us. If we unite with it, it will receive our fullness. So may the answer to eternal life be answered for you. God bless you, Rob, and to your family, and to all of you. Much love to you all. By the divine grace which directs us all, we do endure trials which ameliorates our pain through the force of his word. Elevate yourself by mental power. Maybe not all of you can do this, but some of you can. For the degeneration that flows from the forgetfulness is drowning the earth, infecting your soul and body, veiling the cloak and stopping you from abiding what's in the heart. So don't be swept away by this mad flood. There is a lot more going on than the cloud-seeding climate change for you to worry about. Find a way into your heart. Look or listen to a good teacher to show you the path to the gates of remembrance, where there's a light, radiant and bright, free from darkness, where nobody is drunk, but keeps their mental eye on that great being who wills to be known in their heart. That great being cannot be seen or heard or spoken or thought about. Only by a higher intellect that transcends normal matters of the mind. But one must first strip off the soiled cloak that you wear, the foul mantle of forgetfulness, the base of wickedness, the link with evil, the black pit, the spiritual death, the walking corpse, the moving coffin, the domestic rogue who feeds on guile, which he relishes and conspires to cause your downfall. Such is the habit, the filthy coat that you've put on. That is your foe. It suffocates you and drags you down to the cruel self and into the gutter. Otherwise, through aspiration and seeing the beauty of truth and the good that dwells in each and every one of you, you will come to despise this vile enemy who plots to destroy you. It ruins the mind and pollutes the senses by muddying them with gross materialisms, filling them with disgusting lust for inane pleasures, to prevent you from understanding what you should understand. If philosophy teachers have sufficient grounds for supposing that they themselves have access to the objective truth, they should not teach it dogmatically, but they should lead their students towards it zetetically. This is wholly in accordance with modern methods of learning by inquiry, whereby students are led to use the research methods of their teachers to construct their own understandings of the content on that discipline. So I wish they taught geocentrism like I try to. Copernicus's theory of the revolving Earth and Darwin's evolution have made possible the monster of a religious, dogmatic atheism and heliocentric society, accepted as facts and taught in schools all over the lands, in so-called religious ones, believed by clergy, laymen, showing how impossible it is for all of them to accept and believe in the doctrine of Christ. Every religion seems to have accepted heliocentrism and evolution. So what hypocrisy is that profession of such a faith? And one day you will all answer for this cardinal sin, and this is one of our Creator's most unacceptable commandments. Earth is an anagram of heart for a reason. It's not a spinning rock in outer space. The Earthland has been created in an inner space called the atmosphere, topographically flat, intelligently designed so we can be here right now sharing this upload. Our seasons are caused by the sun's circuit round the Earth in a spiral ecliptic. This is very important for us all to understand. In the winter solstice, December the 21st, the sun is vertical over the Tropic of Capricorn. Looking south from London, he appears to make a small circuit in the southern sky. During the same period, he is seen to cross the sky at almost overhead in Cape Town, South Africa, thus causing summer in the southern hemispheres. In the summer solstice, June the 21st, the sun is vertical over the Tropic of Cancer, nearly overhead in London. While looking north from Cape Town, he appears to make a small circuit in the northern sky, causing winter in the southern and summer in the northern hemisphere. So the supposition that the seasons are caused by the Earth's annual motion around the sun at this mean distance of 93 millions of miles away is just so utterly grotesque. According to the helio religion, the size of the sun is in proportion to the Earth exceeds that of like 112 times, so this Earth appears as a mere grain of sand, it's been stated, compared to the sun. So this enormous expanse of light focused on this rotating grain of sand at the distance of 93 millions of miles would somehow cause the same seasons throughout what we see, feel? The paltry few miles in comparison that separates London from Cape Town could never cause diverse seasons, neither would the distance from London to the Riviera justify the distance in the climate that characterises the two places. The sun and moon, friends, are certainly not 93 million miles away. They circulate ecliptically, or 238,000 for the moon. They circulate ecliptically above us using electromagnetic levitation. Some of you may have heard of this, and your vision will confirm this to yourself. You can look up and watch. Have a look at the electromagnetic spectrum too. And to quickly summarise, quantum science is just the study of subatomic particles at the molecular level. So the nucleus of the atom contains a proton, neutron, electron. The sun is the pro, the moon is the nu, and the saline, the salt water, that the earth land rests on is the neg, the negative. This produces electromagnetism and the quantum theory by Planck. Science is everywhere. It's always been here through the word, friends. Because it's real, it's observable, it's testable, it repeats, and it's geocentric. And Euclid himself, the father of mathematics, believed that the earth was fixed. And I think every mathematician should actually realise this. If I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things? St. John. I can't wait to see you in the next one, friends. You stay safe and flat. Thank you for your time.